Welcome back from that break, and just of course, you are still watching the City Countdown. It's time for us to speak to our esteemed guest right here on the Spotlight segment. Now, I did mention that I had a colossal institution in Ghana music seated next to me, and as you guys can see, I don't need to do too many introductions. DJ Breezy is here. What's up, my brother?
Charlie.
I feel humbled and honored to be talking to you at this point of your life, because I remember in 2015 you had one of the unfortunate incidents as a young man trying to do the bits. How have you been?
Well, I mean, I've been on the hustle still. I mean, never say never.
But this look you have, I mean, is it for the years branding? Or you've always been fascinated by, you know, dyeing your hair and looking a particular way?
Actually, I did it for the video.
For the Abontin video, right?
Abontin,
Okay.
Everybody say, "Oh, it looks
good. It looks good. I mean,
yeah, so
you look like money. You look like money.
I receive it.
Yeah, you gotta receive it, bro. You gotta receive it.
Yeah.
Let's take it back to 2015. And I want to start the story from there because many of us know DJ Breezy. I mean, if you don't know DJ Breezy in this country, I don't know where you've been. But in 2015, something very interesting happened. You had a blessing and a curse happen on the same day. It was your birthday.
Yeah,
you won Producer of the Year at the VGMAs in 2015. But you got home and then you were robbed.
Yeah, the whole studio was gone.
Tell me, I mean, you put out a post. Obviously, you were heartbroken by that. But what were you going through at that point in your life?
At that time, like, actually, I was just going mad. Because,
wow.
Yeah, because like, you've worked your whole life,
right?
And then now you are getting somewhere, and then everything's gone. So you have to start from, scratch again. So it's like I was totally like going mad.
Were there points, in that time where you felt like, you know, that's it, I'm not going to do it again because this is your whole life gone?
Yeah, I mean, I thought of it. I was like, am I going to start this over again, or should I just move away from the industry and then just do something else? So I think around that time, I think I traveled. 2016, I traveled. I traveled to US, and then I was just contemplating, Charlie, make I come back or make I just do.
That must have been a hard time.
Yeah, because I was like, if I go, I have to start from scratch. If I come back to you, I have to start from scratch. So what am I going to do? And then I just thought of it, like, you know, I lost everything, but I still have my fans. I still have the people that support me. So let me just come back home and then.
Who were some of the people that you say were affected by this unfortunate act? And for those of you who are watching us now, he got robbed. I mean, his whole studio, everything gone. They didn't leave a single pin. But who were some of the people that were affected? I know you worked with a variety of artists, but at that point in time, who would you say was the hardest hit artist or the hardest hit project?
Yeah, so around that time, 2015 was like my peak year.
Yeah, it was a peak year. That was when Sewa, Personal Person and all those things were coming.
So like, I had like a lot of records on the computer when everything's gone. But the project that I was working on around that time, I think around that time I was still working on My Woman, My Everything for Pat Rankin.
Wow.
Yeah, so God be so good. I was able to send like few stems to him to record his vocals in Nigeria before the incident happened. So
that My Woman, my everything,
it
was the remnant of the rapture.
No,
you have deprived us. Look at the hits we jumped to. The other hits that we are going to
jump to. So
wow.
Yeah, so I mean, with that we were able to work around the few stems that we had around that time, and then God being so good, it came out well. But there were other records too that we worked on that we're supposed to drop after My Woman. On that one, everything's gone.
I mean, I remember fondly when I think it was Reggie made a post because then VIP had a record with
Stonebwoy.
That they were yet to release, but unfortunately,
So I think at that time I produced Selfie for them. That was like 2014.
Right.
So we worked on the second one. That's what's the title? I think Party, something Party. With Stonebwoy, that was supposed to drop at 2015, and then 2016. That was supposed to drop 2016, and then the incident happened in 2015.
Wow, crazy. But you're back. You're doing well. So you went to the States. How long did you stay in the States for?
I was there for I think about a month. a month and a half. Yeah.
Did you go through therapy or something?
Bro, we street guys don't street guys don't go through that. Hard guys. Just have to.
My goodness.
Have to go through it and then
So you just
come
needed a
out.
change of environment, you know, just to, you know, pick a mind or two, and then. So what was like the bam? You know what? I'm coming back to this. However, I'm going to do it. I'm going to succeed regardless of whatever happened. What would you say was that point in life that time for you?
Around that time, that's what I said. I lost everything, but I still have the industry. I know that they love me in the industry.
Yeah.
That's one thing about the industry. I mean, they actually love me.
They love you, right? Right.
So I was like, I don't have to just leave everybody like that. You know?
Yeah.
And then around that time, to everybody, like the time I was there, like I was getting calls. Yo, I need to work with you. I need to work with you. Where are you? Where are you? You know, because I didn't even let them know that I'm traveled. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I don't have to just leave these people hanging because these people are like
you are pregnant with hit songs. You gotta
know?
let it out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, let me just come and just start again and see.
We never got to find the thief, right? I mean, the system has failed us again.
We are in Ghana.
Of course. So you came back to Ghana.
Yeah.
What was the first song you dropped after, or what would you say was your beginning to recovery?
Yeah, around that time I came back. I think the first project I dropped was Continuing.
Okay.
And yeah. So around that time, Continuing came. He called me down when I was in the state. I was like, yo, I want to come back again and then with a different style and everything. But it's you that I want to work with. You know, but around that time I was like, okay, continue. They said, you know, like that's our granddad.
Granddad, right?
So you know, like I was thinking about, oh, how are we going to go about this? But yeah, you know, like I came back and then he's the first person that I worked on the project with, and
since then it's just
back. Yeah.
Now,
I
know you mentioned that you have friends in the in the industry, but you also have a family with Black Avenue Music.
Yeah.
What's the relationship like? Is it like a label you work for, or is it just like some affiliation you have?
Black Avenue Music is a family.
It's a family.
It's a family. I see like it's beyond signing contract and all those things.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Black is like my brother. Like we kind of like look like blood brothers.
Right.
Yeah. So I've worked with Black Avenue, I think 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 7 years.
Wow.
So we didn't even sign no contract. It's just like
just working.
Yeah, family work.
And it's been very
the
beneficial.
Vibes, everything. Yeah, of course. Yeah. You know. So with Black Avenue Music, Black Avenue there for me. Like.
But personally, you have your own like label going on.
Yeah. I started my own record label in 2020. That's Sonic Grind.
Sonic Grind. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So Sonic Grind is. It's still new, but I'm still trying to
still trying to push it.
Yeah.
Are you looking to sign artists on, or you're looking to, push yourself out there, get your name to a particular point and then later sit back and then have people come?
Yeah, I'll definitely sign artists to the label, but right now you can't just sign artists.
Exactly.
Because the music industry right now is huge, it's big, and you have to make sure that you lay the foundation.
Your foundation's right.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned the music industry because I wanted to pick your mind on the current state of our Ghanaian music industry. You have seen it all. You've witnessed the ever-changing facets of Ghanaian music. Once upon a time we were Azonto warriors. We were leading Azonto,
I know, right?
dropping Azonto records and stuff like that. People say we didn't do well in owning it and everything. We lost it.
Nice.
Right. Now, the current conversation is Afrobeats, and people are saying that the Nigerians are doing this. And just before this interview, I just came from a fight. Yeah, it's a fight because someone says Ghanaian, or the pundit says Ghanaian producers are struggling to make Afrobeats sound the way Nigerians have made it sound.
How?
And I am shocked because I feel like the global hits of some Afrobeat songs are actually made by Ghanaians.
How can this be said? Because
well, that's what the person thinks. That's what I want to find out from you. You are in the system. You are probably entrenched in the system. You see things from the back end. The average Ghanaian listener does not care. He just needs his jam, right?
Yeah.
What do you think has changed for us as Ghanaians in terms of our music?
For me, I feel like nothing actually changed. We just have to push more. But with the sound, the Afrobeat sound that we are talking about today, that they talk about all Nigerians in Nigeria, that high life is the foundation of Afrobeat. Like high life is the root of Afrobeat. And as a producer, if you can produce high life beat or high life project, it's easy for you to do Afrobeat. It's just like let's say a producer maybe in US, a Ghanaian producer can produce hip hop in just a second.
Yes.
But they can never produce high life. Unless they can actually try, but it will never sound like that. You understand? So high life is like the foundation of Afrobeat. So I don't think we are lacking anything.
So do you think like a high life is our identity?
Yeah, I think not me, but I think that's what we have.
That's what we have.
Yeah, and even most of the Nigerian songs, if you like take the vocals out, the instrumental is high life. It's high life.
So is a problem with marketing? Is a problem with connections?
I feel like right now, as an industry, we need more plugs. And if you check the global market, so let's say the top record labels that are down here in Africa that are signing artists right now, from the Sony to the Empire to those people, their representatives are all like Nigerians. So most of them, I don't know say.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So of course, if they have a deal, who are they going to give it to?
The Nigerians.
Yeah.
So you feel like we need more Ghanaian music executives in these places
we need
to
people
push the agenda.
Yes, we need people, and then we need like funds to push it. Because now it's like you have to put in fish to catch a fish.
Right. You frequent the US a lot. When you go to the US, what is the appreciation of the Ghanaian sound like?
Okay, around that time, the first time that I traveled, I think the only let me not say African sound, but the only Ghanaian songs are here in the club are Tonga, Adonai, and Mansa. Around that time.
You are joking?
Yeah, around that time.
It's like
that
2016?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's only so, and they can put on a repeat, and then and the Nigerians too is mostly like David and Wiz. Yeah.
So you mentioned, okay, great. So you mentioned Mansa, you mentioned Adonai, you mentioned Tonga.
Yeah.
These three songs, though they come from the same, should I say, tree, they sound differently, but they come from the same tree.
Yeah.
Are you saying that we've not been able to replicate these three songs to have that global dominance or at least penetrative?
That's as I said earlier, we actually need people to actually plug these songs or our sound in some particular areas.
But who plugged Adonai? Adonai was a fantastic collaboration.
So Adonai is like one of the biggest
songs from Ghana, right?
Okay, so think about it. If Adonai was actually like plugged well, it should be like more of like Whiskey's essence.
That's
a huge then one song to that if like it should come out now and it's properly plugged will be big is R2B's and with Slow Down. Think about like even around the time that those songs came out, like they were not like the industry isn't like now, you know what I'm saying? But even those songs still like jams bad like.
Look, like I said earlier, this conversation is going to be in two parts. And I just finished the first part. You can see that I'm already struck by the wisdom coming out from the man, DJ Breezy. We're going to take a quick look at ABONTEN. This is his latest video.
Yes, sir.
And the next part, I'll have him introduce the video himself. But I just want you guys to just, whet your appetite and everything. I'll bring the next part next week. But in the meantime, still watch the countdown. We are not done yet. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back from that break. So, DJ Breezy, the last time we were talking about the fact that if songs like Adonai and, you mentioned another song, Slow Down, R2B's Wizkid, had, the people in the room to plug these songs, we're probably be talking the same impact as Essence, right?
Yeah.
So, where do we go from here? I mean, we've come far. We've come far. Where do we go from here?
I think it's time for I don't know. I mean, because some people industry players.
The gatekeepers.
Yeah. I hear people say, "Oh, these are the industry players, these are this and that." But I feel like it's time. It's time to look into the global market and then make things happen.
Right.
It's not just. I'm not trying to like say something bad about them. And
That's right.
It's not just about
Talk.
being on radio and then TV and then just in Ghana and just talk. I think they have to get close to the global market and
right.
I mean plug
the songs,
the songs and then the whole industry. Because every day we are talking about Nigerians this, Nigerians that, but they work. Yeah, they walk into the rooms and make things happen. You understand? And I think that's what we need.
Let's look at some of the hit songs that you have helped Ghanaians jump to. You've done Personal Person. You've done Say Away. Talking about, I like saying Say Away. So talking about Say Ho and Personal Person, it had one man in there, Castro. I'm sorry if I'm going to trigger an emotion, but let's talk to me briefly. 8 years ago, this year, he was pronounced dead because obviously, according to our laws, 7 years after someone goes missing, the person is pronounced dead. What was your relationship with Castro like? And are there projects that you were to release that we haven't had opportunity to?
Yeah, so Castro was Castro became more of like a brother. I mean, Castro, before we meeting Castro around that time, Castro was like somebody that we used to watch on TV around that time.
Right.
I was like, yo, this person. I remember there was one time back in Ada, the festival. Yeah. He came to perform, and I was with my brother Kokwa there. We have to run to chase this car. And then he just did like this, and I was so happy. I was so happy that he just did like this.
Seen you.
And then I ended up working up with him. So it's like a great honor, and then to meet somebody that you actually like.
As a music producer in our time, if Castro were to be alive today, do you think he still would have had that impact? Rub shoulders with the new cats.
Listen. Castro, you can't count him out. Anywhere you put Castro, Castro will deliver. Castro actually even raps.
Yes, obviously.
Castro can do anything. So most of, I don't want to even go into that, but most of the beats that we actually created, as in not created, but we worked on.
Yes.
Are beats for people that they didn't I don't like this beat, but Castro make hits with that.
Wow. He was that spice.
Castro don't really write.
He doesn't write.
Castro, some people have two people in the industry. Right. Castro and Mugis. Right. These people,
they don't write
them anywhere. They just go into the booth and they just make it happen.
Wow.
Yeah. So if Castro should be around by this time,
you think nobody will touching him? I mean, if you're not even going to go into the, because DJ be like you talk about Castro the whole day. But talk to me about the hits that you've churned out as an individual. Which of them would you say was your favorite hit? It was like, I'm so proud of myself. I did this. I put this together.
First of all, I mean, I'll just thank Tonga for bringing me doing that shit. But although that's one of my biggest songs, maybe my favorite right now. This question sometimes, but my favorite right now would be maybe Anajo.
By
Sarkodie and King Promise.
Sarkodie was very dirty on that track.
It's a bedroom song. So,
wow. Why Anajo? Because one would think maybe say Personal Person, like you said. Tonga.
Those are big records, but Anajo is me. I'm fond of High Life. I love High Life
because he has a lot of High Life. I mean, if people did not know that you produced it, they would think it was one of these old and young musicians, because he had rich High Life. And then
we just have to balance in a way that to suit the old and then the youth.
The new.
Yeah. So I think and maybe after that, maybe the latest one, Ebosso by
Ebosso. Ebosso.
I like the High Life. I actually love High Life.
So you listen to High Life a lot.
A lot.
As compared to listening to jazz, other producers will listen to jazz, listen to all.
Yeah, I go.
You just listen to. Who's your all-time greatest High Life artist?
Because if I go mention somebody right now, and then somebody will come and say, so I'm not your favorite. I mean, I love every High Life artist, but I actually love Lumba. Yeah, Lumba is somebody that I want to produce for, but you can't get close. Daddy,
if you're watching, Your son
because
has put in a request. He wants to. I would love to hear what.
Let me work on a whole album.
When you look at Daddy Lumba, right?
Yeah.
Do you think with the current crop of Ghanaian music we are churning out, do you think he would be able to surprise us?
I feel like anytime he comes out and a drop, it's a hit. So obviously, when he comes out and drops something right now, it will pick.
Who, as a producer, and that's what I'm getting to as we head to Abontin, because when people hear DJ Breezy featuring Black Sherif or D Black, sometimes they're expecting you to sing. They're expecting you to rap, right? But I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
A DJ Breezy production, High Life, the old High Life, the new ones, or hip life, whatever you want to call it. Who are you going to put on a record, the same record with Lumba? The DJ Breezy production.
Right now. So you want me to mention just one person?
I mean, this is your production. So you can have 3, you can have 2. But if you put Lumba as the first artist, I've done this beats. Okay, it's Lumba from Tete. Now, right now, with the current crop of artists, or even just a few light years ago, who would you put on a record with Lumba as a DJ Breezy
right now, like people that can actually
match it.
No, I mean nobody can match Lumba anyways. But,
of course.
But no, people that can actually like balance it to the youth. Kim Promise, Kiddy, Mugiz, of course, Mugiz and Kwame Eugene.
So prophetically, we are looking at and a DJ Breezy production.
Yeah, Black Sherif have the high life feel too. Yeah.
So I mean, of course, if wishes were horses, we were all right. But hopefully, this might just be what will bring all of them together. So we have a DJ Breezy production that would feature Lumba, Kim Promise,
Black Sherif,
Mugiz, and Kiddy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yo, imagine, on a high life shoot.
Now you talk about Abontin. Abontin is like high life record. It's like a high life record. It's like Bugger High Life, where you have all different styles coming, everything. You could now understand where the influence is coming from and everything.
I feel like we just have to hold on to the high life. I mean, so if you listen to Abontin very well, I started working on Abontin when the whole drill stuff came in.
Right.
So if you can actually listen to it, you hear the drill. So I'm just trying to like balance it in a way that I'll still have my high life feeling there.
So how would you call Abontin? How would you call that record? Would you call it a trap high life like Black Sherif says?
I'll call it music.
Let's talk about Abontin. So you have fantastic soldiers on there. Yeah. Tell me what went into the selection of the guys on there. Did they come along as the production was being done?
I know, like people were around that time. People were saying, we don't support each other. We need this. Like, let's push ourselves. I'm like, okay. Maybe I can help.
Okay.
So let me just put these people together and then put them on a song. Let's see how it goes.
Right.
So I made a beat. So around that time, okay. So let me just give like an exclusive.
Sure.
I'm working on the High Life project.
Like an album. Right.
Yeah, with Mugiz.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, crazy. You heard it here first. Don't go to break it. You heard it here first. High Life album Mugiz. That's fantastic.
We are almost through. Yeah.
Right. Who are we going to be seeing in there? Are we going to see some old OGs there?
Don't worry, when come out.
I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Right. So
around that time, I was like, okay, so I mean, we can still, put out something whilst we are still working on there. So I was like, okay, this time to, the Jew style, that's the Americans were, making things happen around that time. So how am I going to be put in a way that these people will appreciate it? So I was like, okay, let me just fuse in the high life and then the drill. So I was like, yo, Boogie. So I'm going to say about like, what do you think? I was like, yo, Breezy, this is it. This is it.
So you think Mugiz has that thing, right? When he hears it, like, no, this is it.
Yo, Mugiz, those guys have the ears. Mugiz is like our modern day Daddy Lumba.
Crazy. That's a serious endorsement.
Anything that Mugiz touches
is gold.
Like think about last year Daddy Lumba came out. Around that time, the songs that were out there were mostly like amapiano songs.
Yes.
How can Mugiz do a high life song and then to still
they're bosso. Can you imagine?
So you understand? So
don't that Mugiz.
No Mugiz, yeah. So Mugiz, I was like, yo, I need something that will have the highlight feel and still the youth will jump to it. That's the Abontin. So he did the chorus. I was like, okay, that's it. And so I was like, okay, let me just bring everybody from different angles. So
for the record, Mugiz was the first person you called.
So
then later,
Mugiz did the hook.
Right.
Yeah, did like a little verse from the beginning, and then did the hook. And then I was like, okay, let me just bring all the guys. I'm a different guy from the different angles.
Different angles.
Stone Boy on the Afro dancehall side.
Yeah.
Put him there. Kwesiata from the rap side.
Crazy.
Put him there. Black Sharif.
Black Sharif.
You know, like.
No, Breezy, I like the way you think. Honestly, I understand what you mean by working together, because Abontin is like a typical case study of, you know, putting everybody together and having to experience, you know,
like so if, like it's like I'm trying to give their fans something to jump
on to.
Because if Stoneboy is on the beam machine, will jump to it. You know,
crazy.
And then,
But why haven't you hashed Atawale yet?
So people were actually asking this question.
They feel like anytime you do a production, you're like, you don't want to do it.
No, because let me clear this now.
Please do.
My biggest, or not if I say my biggest first collaboration was Shatawale,
right,
Sarkodie,
right,
D Black,
right,
EL,
right,
and then Boogies on it.
What song was that?
Super Scary.
Super Scary.
Yeah.
The people don't know that.
Because around that time that I put that song out, like I didn't. It's not like I didn't push it back. To get them to do a video, it was because around that time they were hot. Around that time, Shatta came. That was like 2014. I think 2014 or 2016.
Wow.
I think 2014. So they were all like at their peak.
They were at the peak.
EL 2 was
so
like
you
hot.
Couldn't
like
get time to get them.
Yes.
But we're going to see more projects with
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, so I've been talking to the man, DJ Breezy, and look, if you allow us, we'll talk. This is like a second part. But DJ Breezy, you're excited about Abontin. I love Abontin. I've seen the video. I know my viewers have seen it. But I want to take the opportunity to, first of all, let people know where they can find you on social media and also where they can go check out Abontin. Let's go.
Okay, so Abontin is out. It's a song that I just put out. It features Stoneboy, Mugiz, Black Sharif, Kwesiata, Small God on it. It's on YouTube right now. The video's out. The song too is out. Check it out. On Instagram, DJ Breezy GH.
Sharp.
Check me out. On Twitter, I am DJ Breezy GH.
Sharp.
Link me everywhere, and I mean support me. You know, like support the movement. Let's support ourselves.
Abontin.
Abontin. We outside.
We outside. Challenge. We'll be right back.